Yes, namaste. Thank you so much. This was a fascinating session. I was trying to take notes as fast as I can, but thank you so much for also recording this session. My biggest problem is that I cannot remember my dreams when I wake up most of the time.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't. Yes, I need some solution, or like how do I interpret dreams that I cannot remember? They're very vague
Yes.
for the first few
Mhm.
minutes and then they're gone.
Okay. So you asked a very significant question. And like I stated in the beginning, everyone has dreams, but most of us don't remember our dreams and we don't remember most of our dreams. And even those which we remember just a few of them. Now, I'm going to give you a few tips which will first help you to improve the recall of your dreams, to improve the not how well you can recall your dreams. Okay, that's something I'm going to do first. So these are some very few simple tips. And the first is, before you go to sleep, every night when you go to sleep, there is that time which is between waking and sleep. You know that you're just about to doze off to sleep. Okay. And slowly you know that your consciousness is drifting. It is slowly disconnecting from your external reality and it is going into your inner reality of sleep, which is going to connect to sleep. And you know that. So you can develop and practice this awareness. And exactly in that time, in those few moments, you are going to tell yourself, I am going to remember my dreams. Okay. And you could say that as many times as you can and allow yourself to drift off to sleep while saying these words. Okay. Now, this is not a mantra, it is an intent which is focusing your consciousness and awareness into that particular state where the intent stays with you because it is the last intent before you went to sleep and it works. Okay. And examples of this I'll give you later, how amazingly this thing works. Okay. The next thing is that you keep a book and a paper and a pen or pencil beside you, which is your dream journal, just beside your bedside. Uh, there is a possibility that you will wake up sometime in the middle of the night, or and then at that, and you would have had a dream before that. So normally, what we do is, okay, you would have woken up, then you will again go back to sleep. But when that happens, when you wake up in the morning, that dream is forgotten. So now what you need to do is you are going to immediately write down this dream.
Okay, somebody is, can you
Can
mute that
you
person, please?
mute all, please? Okay, it's something, yeah. So what you need to do is you need to write that first dream down and then go back to sleep. Okay. So probably after 2 hours, you wake up again and you had another dream. But you must write down, but you don't obviously need to, you don't have to write down the entire story of the dream. You can just write down the gist of the dream. And things could be like, okay, I saw my friend A and in this city B, and we were doing this. That's it. And then and go back to sleep. Now that is enough because this is something when you wake up and you read just those few sentences, the entire memory opens up to you. Whereas otherwise, that entire memory could have been forgotten. So this is something that you will be able to do easily. Then again, the next tip is when you wake up in the morning, don't immediately open your eyes. Now, this is something which takes a little bit of practice because we are so much tuned to our external reality and physical world that the moment we wake up, we want to rush to go to the phone, or you want to rush to go and answer the door, you're going to see what happened to your kids, or whatever. Of course, we are going to do all that. But what we need to do is the moment you wake up, stay with your eyes closed for around 5 minutes and just try to remember what all happened at night, what kind of, whether you had any dreams, and of course you would have had dreams, then slowly those dreams will come back to you. The memories will come back to you in those 5 minutes. Those are the most critical. And then obviously once you wake up completely, when you open your eyes again, you have the dream journal beside you, you write it down. So these are just 3 points, three very, very important tools. If you do this, then you will have an amazing rate of success. I once had a client. Now I'll give you the example. I once had a client who came to me who I have been working with on personal sessions for doing different forms of healing, inner child work, past life regression, and other things. So, so I was asking about dreams because I wanted to have some clues where I could help make the person to help herself. She says, last 15 years, I don't remember any dream. And of course, you're telling me about dreams. I don't know how you can help me with dreams. So I said, no problem. She was anyway coming the next day for sessions because she had come from out of station and she had booked for 3 continuous sessions. So one was over. I said, tonight you follow these 3 tips and come back. She says, I don't know. I mean, 15 years, no dream. So I don't think this is really going to work. But I said, no, no, no matter what, you just do this. And she did it. And next day, she came back with clear memories and notes of 3 dreams. And those were very vital information which came, which helped me to help her in the individual sessions that we did. So this is something which you can follow. So anyway, long answer for a very short question, but thank you for asking because this is something which everyone requires the tips on how to remember dreams. And the next thing is when you get dreams and you write it down, do something about it, interpret it, understand it, and start making those changes in your life. So when you do that, then you'll get even more dreams because it's a continuity. It's if I come and give you some advice and you are not doing anything about it, then I'll stop giving you the advice. So in the same way, your higher consciousness is giving you the dreams, and if you are not going to take action on it, then the dreams will slowly stop coming. So it's as simple as that. So all you need to do is you need to come back into your understanding of the dreams. You need to interpret the dreams. You need to work on the guidance given by the dreams, and things will start getting better and better. So this is something which you need to actually practice, and you will be able to see the results in course of time. So thank you for asking.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to try this. It's morning now, so I'm going to try this tonight. But a follow-up question, does it matter if you take an afternoon nap and do you dream in the afternoon too, or are the dreams only at nights?
Yeah, the timing of dreams is immaterial. The dreams, it's important that it is a dream, that it is your dream, obviously, and your dream is meant for you. Yes. So even afternoon dreams are fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dharmesh, can you go ahead?
Namaste, RajaShekhar.
Namaste.
Dharmesh from South Africa. Hope you well. Yeah, I've been doing the Anapanasati. I've taken upon a 40-day challenge, right? I'm into my 5th week, going into my 6th week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been picking up very vivid, strange dreams, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I know most of my life I've been very stagnant. I haven't been moving forward. And these dreams has been coming up. So that's the one thing. I just need to identify, right?
Okay.
You did mention karma plays a big part in it, right? And something we don't know why, and it comes up during our dreams we need to interpret, right? And these dreams can be a repetitive or it can be a pattern that we picked up in our previous life that we live in this life, right? That's telling us something. So I'll give you an example. I used to play a lot soccer in my young days and up at the late age, a lot soccer. So even if I watch soccer on TV or if I pick up something in terms of soccer, when I sleep at night, I'll pick up images of soccer relating to myself. So probably I've been too much in open environments of soccer, which is not resonating with my soul nature. Because on one side, I'm very spiritual. That's the one side. But materially, I'm living a totally different life that's not in tune with my true nature, my soul purpose. that's telling me these things. So that's the one. Even example. uh, And how much of our day-to-day living, example karma, right? I'm just talking. We engage with family people or with social dealings, right? We in that
Mm-hmm.
space. We in that space. We pick up a lot in our conscious, and we come back home. We sleep, and it plays in our mind, right?
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Sometimes we know that we're not supposed to be in that environment, but we come back and
Mm-hmm.
we get these weird dreams because we part of this karma of other people's actions, whether it's good or bad. If it's good, it's well, it's a positive for us. But if it's something negative, it's not good for us. So if you can explain more on that.
See, like I said, you can't take the dreams by their literal meaning. You need to understand and interpret them properly. Okay, like
Okay.
I've explained throughout the presentation, they are not exactly literally what you see in the dream. There is a symbology. When you understand the symbology, then it becomes clear to you what the dream is trying to tell you. And
Okay.
then these dreams, then you need to follow the advice given by the dreams, the insights that you're getting in the dreams. You need to use that to make changes in your life. So if there is a repetitive dream, it just means that you have not taken action. That's why the same dream is coming to you again and again. Okay.
Mhm.
So once you take a certain action, then you will get different kinds of dreams. You will get different insights. And that is the progression. The progress happens when you interpret and follow the guidance. Then you get a new dream. A new dream will give you new guidance. So that's the way. Suppose you're going from a certain city to another city, then you get a sign which will only show you the next turn or the next place. And after that, again, you will get next guidance to go to the next turn or the next way, so that ultimately you will reach to the destination. And the same is with dreams. Every dream you need to interpret, understand, and then you follow the guidance. Then things
Okay.
will start. And the repetitive dream is an indication that you are getting signals, but you're not following it. So
Right.
that's
Right.
why it's coming to you again and again. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
We'll just quickly take a few more questions. Yeah.
Chaitanya, go ahead. Chaitanya or Rajini?
Good morning. My name is Ashwa, and I enjoyed your talk, particularly interpreting dreams into reality. And I always thought that dream is a dream, forget it, and never took anything serious at all. And whereas my sister goes by the in all the instructions she receives from what she believes in a God, and God comes in the dream, and then she follows exactly what she heard in the. So there's a contrasting view there between my sister and me.
Okay.
But my question here is, when you sit in meditation,
Mm-hmm.
for especially the Vipassana meditation, that's all I have the experience of.
Mm-hmm.
And if you work on a particular topic, say you want to do a project, you want to do something, and you get clear-cut answers, how to approach, what are the things that is reality.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the dream, if I see a cobra in the dream and converting that into something else
Mm-hmm.
is fluid. It's nothing concrete there. Whereas what I visualize during meditation, I
Mm-hmm.
feel that concrete.
Okay.
And which one is really, because first of all, I ignore all my dreams, so I don't take anything of those, don't make anything out of those dreams.
Mm-hmm.
As a result,
Yeah.
I mean, which one Which one is
Okay.
real? I know the one we get insight we get from meditation is true.
Okay. So I'll answer your question. Now, what comes from your meditation is ultimately it is going through an interpretation lens or a glass, which is your mind. Okay. There is nothing to say that the experience that you're getting has not been distorted by your mind. Okay. Now, that's one side of the thing. But nevertheless, it is an insight. It is more pure insight when your mind is not interfering at all. And that can happen when the quality of your meditation is increasing more and more. So maybe when you reach to a level of a Ramana Maharshi of meditation, then it's zero mind and 100% insight coming directly from within you, which we call a direct experience. Otherwise, the mind is still active. Meditational experiences are not always what they seem because it is going through the interpretation of your mind. Okay. Now, whereas you compare that with a dream, of course, both are different tools given by your soul. Let's not come. It is not that we are trying to say one is better than the other. Both are different tools. Okay. Now, hammer has its own work, and a knife has its own work. You can't do the work of a knife with a hammer, and vice versa. Now, a dream is purely coming from your subconscious. The best part of it is the subconscious is coming at a time when you are asleep. Your conscious mind is not active. So you can be 100% sure that whatever is coming is not being interpreted by your mind, and it is pure information coming in from your subconscious. So that's why it can be very readily used to understand and interpret what is going on in your life and where your soul evolution is standing and what are your lessons that you're learning and everything. So that's why it's very significant that you use information that is coming from the dreams. Okay. So I can give you some wonderful examples since ancient times about how dreams have been used. The Buddha's birth was forecasted by the dream interpretation done by the wise men in the court of King Shuddhodana, Buddha's father, and the dream which was had by Queen Maya, Buddha's mother. So, and like that, there are so many wonderful instances. And even, the great chemist and scientist Kekule, who found the structure of the benzene ring, he has clearly mentioned that he got that insight in a dream, that this is the actual molecular structure of the benzene ring, which many scientists were trying to figure out, but they couldn't by that time. And he was the first one to come out with that. And he was saying that I think we should actually give more importance to our dreams and to follow our dreams more. And a real scientist of that stature was supposed to have said that. And there are many, many more examples, but I can't go into them because of shortage of time in this particular
Right.
presentation. So I hope that gives you some clarity. It is
Sure.
definitely worth pursuing because it's coming purely from your subconscious with no interpretation by your mind.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Quick questions, few more we can take from Sharda.
Yeah.
Namaste, sir. Thank you for this wonderful information. And yes, sir, actually, how I can improve, like in a middle of night, I got up 2 or 3 times. So how I can improve that? That is one question. The another question is, very long back, I used to see like in a dream, I go to the same house, the wooden house, and there is the city, wooden city, and I go there and just make a round to that house, and I believe some dead body is inside that house.
Mm-hmm.
I think in a dream. So this dream comes every year up to 3 years continuously.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it's vanished. And what does that mean, sir?
Okay.
Is
So
there any indication that the same house, old house, and I used to go and make around kind of
yeah,
things?
a house represents usually childhood memories. And so it means this particular dream is indicating towards certain childhood memories of yours. A repetitive nature of the dream means some unhealed trauma from your childhood memories because it's coming again and again. And presumably, you haven't said that, but presumably you're not feeling very good in the dream.
Mhm.
Yes. So now it means it represents something which you need to heal, something that you need to change, something which is unhealed. So you need to interpret the dream fully, completely, and then work on what it is being indicated, what is the trauma, and then you have to heal it. And then you will get a validation because then those dreams will stop coming, which means that you have
Oh,
actually moved beyond that. Yeah.
yes, sir. Actually, sir, I was connected with the Pyramid Valley because I was so fond of to connect with the Dr. Newton for the past life regression.
Okay.
And previously, I was continuously trying to connect with the Dr. Newton, but
Mhm.
I was not. And one day, I got information about the meditation in a chat, in a workshop.
Okay.
So, sir, is it possible that we can get your number so we can communicate later for
Yeah,
any
you will
counseling?
be receiving our email ID through the communications from here, our email and our website. So you can reach out to us and we will get back to you to inform about the programs that we are going to be conducting. Yes.
So can we have it in the chat right now,
Yeah, I
email
think
or phone or
I'll ask.
whatever?
Yeah, I'll ask
Thank
our
thank you.
team members to share in the chat. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
we'll
you, sir.
share the contact to connect with sir on the chat. Sir, are you
Thank you.
open to taking more questions or
Yeah, I'm fine with taking a few questions.
okay. Sunita, go ahead.
Oh, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, this is a nice session. I think I felt it is much needed at this time for me. Sir, yesterday night, when you said that, when I started the session, when I hearing you, we forget, but immediately when I recollect my memory, I remember everything
Yes.
from my dream. That is true. But so three different scenarios I am seeing. One is with the office colleagues, one is with the neighbors or friends, one is with completely relatives, very spiritual, going from spiritual temple like Tirupati and going visiting there. Like three different situations are coming in one dream.
Mm-hmm.
See, my question is, how can we interpret all our dreams if we are like never learned before, and you are a expert in that? We have never done that. We never use of it. Okay, but how to do that? And since you say that we would like to use it, it's come from our subconscious mind. We would like to evolve and improve in day-to-day life and spiritually also. How to do that? Yeah, you gave us like little bit understanding symbolism, like like kind of based on the feelings, if you are feeling good or if feeling, but so
Yeah.
this dream gave me like mixed feelings.
Okay.
um just that's my question, sir.
Okay,
Thank
mixed feelings means it can't be mixed feeling at at a single given moment. Okay?
you.
In a given situation, you can either feel good or you can feel bad. You can't feel both.
Mm,
So now
mm,
you take a dream and then see, okay, the initial part of the dream, let us say, and during that time, how were you feeling and what was going on at that time? So probably if you're feeling good there, it means it is showing something about some positive development and quality which you have worked upon, and it is giving results to you right now. Then maybe the next phase of the dream you're not feeling good, and but then you have to look at that situation, what is happening when you're not feeling good in the dream. So when that is happening, then you are able to see certain other things. Okay, and what is happening at that time, that indicates the distortion or what changes you need to make, what improvements you need to make. Okay, so that is being indicated. So we have to take the whole thing in totality and analyze it section by section, part by part. You can't look at the whole thing in one go and try to make sense out of it. Yeah. So then the whole thing becomes clear.
Yeah, thank you, sir. But how would you like to, like, we are like not,
Yeah,
how
you
can
need
we?
to start somewhere. You need to start with the basics.
Oh,
You will get some basic idea. Then as you get more and more, maybe you attend some workshop or there is a webinars or things like that, you'll get some more a slightly better idea. And
okay.
eventually you should be able to interpret your dreams on your own. You can't depend on interpretation from someone else all the time. So the whole idea of having such programs is to slowly get people to become autonomous, to be able to do their own interpretation and their own work that way. So, if I continuously have to do 100 workshops in a particular language, it's rather than have an interpreter, I'd rather learn the language myself. So it's like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes, Chaitanya.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
I would like to say that it was a wonderful session and lots of insights about the dreams. I wanted to say that many times I feel that something is happening in the past
Mm-hmm.
and now it is happening in the current.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that I think I have seen this happening in my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So how to go about it?
Yeah, okay. So this is a common phenomena, whatever you have explained. It's called deja vu. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
deja vu is a feeling of being, of experiencing something and feeling that, I've already been in this situation before, or the same thing has already happened to me before.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the deja vu source can come from two distinct sources.
Mm-hmm.
One is you could have actually experienced a similar situation in a past, either in this lifetime or earlier lifetime.
Okay.
Okay. For instance, the example could be that you go to a city for the first time, some different country probably, and then you feel very familiar with the whole place as if you know the whole place around.
Mm-hmm.
But you've never been there before. There's logically no explanation how you can know. And if you may even just find your way about just like that without any help, as if you've already lived there. So that could be you get a deja vu about this place, feeling I know this place. And it could have been in a past life, you could have been in that particular place. Okay, so that's one form of deja vu. Another form of deja vu is another way you get deja vu is that you've had a dream. You've forgotten the dream consciously, but subconsciously nothing is forgotten. So when
Mm-hmm.
then in life you are coming up with the same situation, then you feel I have experienced this before, and you don't know where you experienced this, and that experience could have been in a dream. But consciously you've forgotten it, but subconsciously it's all remembered. So that's why you get the feeling that yeah, I've been in this situation before. So that's the other part of it. So if we all slowly start practicing more of dream recall and dream interpretation, then you will actually be able to get the dream. It doesn't become a forgotten dream. It becomes a dream which is remembered, analyzed, and worked upon. So then, of course, when you come into the actual situation, you're more ready for it rather than just feeling the deja vu.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. I am Chaitanya.
Yes.
Sir, my daughter, sir, can I
Yeah,
speak
I
in
can hear
Telugu?
you. Yes, I can hear you.
Can I speak in Telugu, sir?
No, but yeah, the thing is, a lot of participants will not be able to understand because this is an English program.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my daughter aged 21.
Mm.
Now, from past 6 to 7 years, from her intermediate, she is getting dream of evils, sir.
Dream
Devils,
of?
evils,
Sorry, evil.
devils,
Devils.
evils,
Uh-huh.
devils. So
Uh-huh.
very frequently she is getting dream of devils. How
Mm-hmm.
frequently she is getting that? She habited to that dreams.
Mm-hmm.
She adopted to that, and she'll not feel any fear of that dreams now.
Mm-hmm.
So that devil started bothering family members like me, her brother, like that. So when they will start attacking me or someone else who are very near to her, she
Mm-hmm.
started fighting to them. And literally, that devils are saying that if you don't get afraid of me, I will start irritating your loved ones.
Okay. So now let me
Uh,
tell you that you are referring to something which most likely, and I use the word most likely because it is not that it does not exist. The phenomena
Okay.
possession or spirit possession does, it is not that it doesn't exist, but the way you are
Yes.
describing it, it is most likely not that. Okay, understand, it is
Okay.
not that.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is a part of her own unhealed sub-personalities. So
Okay.
what she needs is her own therapy is required. There is
Okay.
something within her own psyche which is making her to express and believe all these things and express these things. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So it's important that you must show her immediately to a qualified psychotherapist or psychiatrist.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. And
Okay, sir.
it is what you are coming is coming out from her. There is no such thing that something in her dream is going to attack you. Forget that. Such a thing is not possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? So
Okay.
the rest of the family members don't need to worry about any of those things. But there is
Yes.
something within her psyche which has certain repressed subconscious trauma which is being expressed in this form, and that needs
Okay,
to
sir.
be healed. And given the description that you have said, don't even go for any spiritual therapy at this point of time because that is not going to work.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay, it
sir.
is going to be counterproductive. It is going to make her condition even worse. So
Sir,
immediately,
I
yes,
need to say one more point, sir. I need to
yes.
add one more point. So, at the age of 16, she went to a house where it was vacant house she went. And there she saw some letters on the walls like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day when she went again to that, there was nothing on the walls.
So
And,
exactly the reason
sir,
why I'm telling you that you need to why, because while I don't have enough information to tell anything more than this, but you
sir,
must see a qualified psychotherapist or psychiatrist because there could be lots of elements of what we call delusions and other things
sir.
which she might be experiencing. Well,
Okay, sir.
I cannot say this because this is not a individual therapy session, and that is not the whole thing. But I can at least give you,
Sir,
because this is a spiritual emergency. Please take her to a psychiatrist immediately.
sir, can you please put in chat box how to contact or whom to contact, please?
I don't know where you live and where you are. So
In
you must
Andhra
go
Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, India.
yeah. So you can try to find out a reliable and good psychiatrist or psychotherapist in your area whom you can trust. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you for
Yeah,
asking.
thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, we have a common question in the chat
Mm-hmm.
by Satya.
Mm-hmm.
So they often get this dream where they go out of the body and fly into the universe and
Mm-hmm.
will be revolving or roaming in the sky with jet speed and
Yeah.
watching the ground from above. So it
Right.
feels very blissful.
Yes.
And in reality, what could it mean?
Yes. So in reality, it is actually astral travel, because in dreams are sometimes our not sometimes quite often our subtle body, which is the astral body, it leaves the physical body and goes out and explores. And in that exploration, you have the memory of that exploration. It is not limited by the physical body, so it can go anywhere. It can float in space. It can go to some other galaxy. It can go right up into the sky and see the earth from there and move up and down, jet speed, rocket speed, any speed. There is no limitation. So all these experiences help you to experience the freedom of your own spirit. A spirit as in not as in your own soul, the power of your own soul, and how it is not limited by your physical body in any way. And that is one of the things that you experience in your dreams. The fact that you are not this body, that you have consciousness which can go anywhere in the universe. That is something that you experience. Okay. So this is it's a very common experience in dreams. It's not uncommon, and it is fine to have it because you know that you are not this body. It is another experience. When you in deep meditation, you experience the state where the bliss state where you are beyond the body and the emotions. You know that you are not the body. In the dream state, when you get this kind of an experience, also you know that beyond, you're not just this body, you're the soul.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sarita?
Thank you so much for allowing me to ask question. And thank you, sir, for the wonderful knowledge that you gave today.
Thank you.
Sir, I want to ask, 8, 9 years before, I started seeing lot of snakes in my dream
Mhm,
after my second child's birth.
mhm,
Now, now from last 3, 4 years, wherever I'm staying, means at a new place, if I'm staying there for more than 10, 15 days, snakes are actually coming. So
okay.
I can't understand this, why this is happening. Means
Mhm,
if I stay in at mountains, there also come, there also snakes come. If I stay in society, there
mhm,
also messages there in the group that they have found a snake,
mhm.
and means I can't understand this. What is why this is happening?
Okay. So, like I have explained in the presentation, that the experiences that you get in dreams and the experiences that you get in real life, they are quite similar. The interpretation is the same. So you look at what the snakes represent. What does a snake represent to you particularly? Of course, snake represents certain things in general, in a general sense. But what do they represent to you? What do you think of when you think of snake first? Okay.
Initially, I think I was afraid, but
Yeah.
now
No, no,
I
forget it.
think
What is the first initial feeling about a snake?
I think protection. I don't know why this is coming, but
No, you feel protection, but you
yes,
are not comfortable with that.
yeah, not much.
Yeah, so that means
But
it is
I'm
a
not
fear.
afraid also.
Yeah, so
I'm
that
not
means
afraid also.
you're not afraid also, but it is
Hmm.
indicating some kind of a fear, some kind of instinct, a protection. Okay, maybe in your case, it is relating to some protective instinct.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's related to a protective instinct. So that is coming up, something you need to work with your protective instincts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. So that's the indication, because same thing is coming in your outside life also, in your
Yes,
physical.
yes. I'm not manifesting any snake,
So
but
what is the thing
this is
related to
happening.
protective instincts that you need to be working on?
Okay.
Whether it is self-protection, whether it is protecting your family, protecting people around you, your loved ones. So what is it that you're trying to protect, and what is it that there is a threat to the protection?
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so I think we're done with questions, or are there any other questions?
Yeah, one last question, sir, from the chat.
Okay.
So Gagan asks, are there any instances where of misinterpretation of dreams?
Sorry, your voice was breaking. Can you repeat? Yeah.
So Gagan asks in the chat, are there any instances of misinterpretation of the dreams?
Misinterpretation of the dreams is when you don't have the full understanding, there is a possibility of misinterpretation. But otherwise, dream symbology is pretty straightforward, pretty clear, not much chances of misinterpretation. You may understand less, but you won't understand something totally wrong in a way. You will get the basic clues. And in any case, every time you interpret, you always need to follow it with your own intuition. What does your intuition tell you about this interpretation? Is this something that makes sense to me or not? So if it's not, then you don't go ahead with it. That's all. So always your soul intuition is something that you need to validate everything with. Any new teaching, suppose you need to read some new book, it may be by a master, but when you read the book, let's say you are not able to understand it, or you are not able to make sense of it, then does it make sense to follow it? No. Only when you understand and you resonate with it, then you need to follow that.
So one last question. What does it mean
Yeah.
to become aware that we are dreaming during sleep?
Yeah. So this is a good question. It is something which we call lucid dream. Okay, when you become aware that you are dreaming. And this is something you can do through practice. So just like how I said, the three intents that you do, one of the intents is I'm going to remember the dream. Okay. In that intent, you can also say that I'm going to be conscious and aware during the dream. That will be next level. So initial level is first, you need to start remembering the dreams. For those who don't remember, the first step, they can't directly say, I want to be consciously aware of the dream when they don't even remember the dream. So first level is to start becoming consciously be able to remember the dreams. The next thing is then in your intent, you release an intent before sleeping that I am going to be aware during the dream. So in that case, you will have conscious awareness. It won't be that it's happening and you only remember it when you wake up. But during that time, you will know that this is a dream. And not only that, you will be able to make movements in the dream. For instance, you want to go to a certain place, you find yourself in a certain place, in a certain house. Now you become conscious of yourself that you are in the dream and say, okay, in this house, I want to go to that room and I want to go to that study and I want to see what book is there and what book is being read by this person. So all those kind of things you will be able to do in a lucid dream. Okay. So you will
Thank
be
you,
able
sir.
to do things like I want to go into that particular place, which is the source of the this river, and then you go to that source of that river, and then you will be able to see all it, see the whole thing, and then come back and with that memory like that.
Thank you, sir. I think it was a fascinating, wonderful session.